April 15th, 1946. He came in hot like a desert wind, with a bag already full of tricks. The kind of arrival that loudly did say, this life won't be measured in no ordinary ways. He's traveled a way that no story unfolds. Not booked, not polished, not bought, not controlled. Borrego to San Diego, then north through the trees to that Lac LaCroix midsummer breeze. Son of Burr Blair, though of Lois's blood and bone, raised with something restless, never meant to drink alone. Back in Cheviot Hills, where the Bougainvillea climbs, Lois raised her John in much simpler of times. With Tori there beside him, though they clashed more than not, Lois was a steady hand behind each plan that he'd plot. Before all the banking, before commutes and an office view, he spent some time down at State, down at SDSU, on a GI back, and what drive he'd soon declare. First working for the county, just to get his foot in somewhere. Life would take him banking with a starched shirt and tasteful tie. He kept his nose clean, he learned how to comply. At Great American and Union, he played the part well, though predictable wasn't the story he'd tell. One day in 1993,
Yes, 93.
he was called to an office and knocked from his chair, though the world would soon learn that you don't bench John Blair. So he built his own damn company, said I'll take it from here. Turns out, in the end, what was always quite clear, John wasn't built for caution, he was built for high gear. For the risk and the ride and the jump and the start, he has an entrepreneur's brain with an overly ambitious heart. Well, before dawn he's mapped out post-its on all windows, a hodgepodge of notes, and what they might mean only he knows. But from where most people would stumble or stall or despair, he gathered the courage, founding John Blair and Associates right there. And so he built his own empire, one scrappy and bold. An industrialist at heart, never did what he was told. And that business had blossomed just like he said that it would. Putting 2 kids through college, yeah, it turned out pretty good. Aaron came in 78, a Leo burning bright. Ryan followed shortly after. In 81 he took flight. Chris beside him steady through the long and winding years. They built a life of travel, of chaos, of cheers. College bills and growing pains, Aaron's long Santa Barbara days. 5 years here, 2 years there, John just learned to stay amazed. Patience like a river, though he grumble and shake his head, still he showed up every time and made damn sure his kids were fed. Then along came the partners who rounded the crew, Adam with Aaron and Ollie with Ryan too. Marrying children of this all worked out. Then later came House's first deals of their own, where John and Chris stepped in with a family loan. Not charity given, not a handout, not a prayer. They paid every dime back, yeah, with interest to bear. If there's one thing to say when these stories all end, for all of his faults, he was always right there. Maybe shaped by a father who couldn't always be found. John made sure that to his kids he was not absent, but always around. As a family they flew standby, no seats guaranteed. Just a hope and a hunch and a last-minute need. Red eyes, a floor space, they learn not to care. You sleep where you land when you're flying with Blair. John's an Aries through and through, that fire never fades. If there's a road that shouldn't be driven, he's already halfway. From Borrego desert mornings to Lac La Croix nights, he's either in his truck on some road or chasing northern lights. Out in Borrego, where the desert runs wide, at Dion's a country club, his longtime pride. Nearly 50 years walking the fairways and sand, with a scorecard that never seemed to go quite as planned. Because still, after all of the chips, putts and drives, a number sub-A just won't materialize. At this point you wonder if deep down inside he prefers the pursuit, despite the damage done to his pride. On Lake Powell's warm waters he gave himself rank, self-appointed rear Admiral Blair, no committee to thank. An affectionate SARAB, a fully self-made humble decree. Because why wait for titles when you can make it just be? 30 years ago you'd find him on a dusty sideline, track meets for air and Ryan soccer in his prime, or holding court at Blair's bar, where the stories never end, entertaining strangers, or perhaps just himself once again. And whether you asked or just happened to be, he knew his audience and you left with his version of history, featuring Vinnie Man Mountain and Mike Ruku too, and a few added later, like with Jose, and with a new point of view. There are roads he has covered and names he has known, Tecolote Fields, Bay Park streets, where stories have grown. Ray Logan, Bill Fidler, Jamie Rom, and Don Bean, Gary Granum, Ron Wagner, and full lives lived in between. And the ones that we've lost, but for who he still carries near, Tim McCullough, Bob Gurr, David Pierce, they're always right here. At the bar he'll honk the horn and raise one in their name. Every toast at his bar still burns in their name. Christmas parties legendary, first Saturday, no debate. His kilt modified at midnight, and then things escalate. Blair's bar now packed wall to wall, the story's flying free, and the night just runs into the morning, just like was meant to be. At 50 years old he was demanding of toasts, walking guest to guest like a proud and tireless host.
say something nice about me, he'd grin without shame. And somehow every single person played his little game to toast him directly. No subtlety there, which frankly is peak form John Blair.
And what about chemicals? Well, he's got views of his own, with applications not widely used, safe or well known. Like laid on a grill while the food's being made, for kids and for grandkids, no hesitation displayed. He once sat down to supper, which turned quickly into lore. 20 ears of corn, then he reached for 2 more. And before the plates were cleared, before the table was reset, he was telling anyone who'd listen like it hadn't happened yet. A feat of human greatness, he'd declare without a warn, as if history itself was built on 22 ears of corn. Every boat that he owns shares the same name, rocket ship, simple, consistent, no shame. Why overcomplicate what already fits? If it works once, it'll work in subsequent bits. In Canada's suns, with friends gathered close, he proudly leads GAC. What that means, no one knows. Or maybe they do, but it shifts with the day, which feels quite true to the John Blair way. He's always somewhere in between, in his truck on the road, wherever the pull of his instincts explode. With his weathered old Thomas guide that's been falling apart, he's still following a map that's been burned in his heart. Across Minnesota roads, he'll skip every stay, no hotel required, he'll just sleep on the way. In the worst rental cars from the farthest off lots, with a family that's tired, and whether they've bought in or not. Or wandering aisles at a Walmart past 2, or a casino at midnight, just something to do. Because rest isn't really a thing, he believes, as there's always more life tucked up everyone's sleeve. He'll pitch a tent where no tent should go, but he'll jump from a canoe when the waters don't slow, to save his fishing gear first, and maybe his son too. And one before the other feels exactly on cue. There's pinochle nights played a little too hard, with Aaron Ryan and Adam sitting at guard, aggressive enough that Allie keeps bay. Some games just aren't worth what price you must pay. Nothing, or says that he can, with wood frames and plumbing and half of a plan. But vision's the part that he truly commands, seeing something in nothing before anyone else can. He loves his Sharpies, his cardboard, and his notes stuck to glass. Organizing chaos like a storm, we're hoping soon will pass. To-do list so long it could circle the moon, and today near the top one can be sure it reads, I will be celebrated soon. He's a man full of sayings, of the patterns of threes, 3 cars on the freeway, the 3 little pigs, if you please, and the 3-legged stool that he'll often explain. Brains, personality, ambition, that's how you sustain. People and credit and real estate too, depends on the moment, the deal, or the view. The lesson might shift, but the rhythm is clear. There's always a structure behind those lessons you hear. books that he's read.
Yes,
More than a few, they just happen to fall into categories of two. Dune on one side, Battlefield Earth on the next, and that's the full library cover to text. He'll say he's not into music, not really his affair. Then he'll name drop a short list like it's curated with care. Madonna, Cecilia,
yes, Cecilia,
Dion, and Gene Pitney in there. And that's the full rotation in the world of Blair. Then he'll tell you with confidence, straight to your face, he's the image of De Niro, same look and same grace. And honestly, at 80, who's checking that claim? Conviction alone is half of John's game. Now, splitting his time between La Jolla and Borrego, sun glare, one's for the coast and one's for, well, whatever goes on out there. What we know is that wherever he is, Hattie's loving presence is not far. That's just how it is. Grandkids now surround him, Avery Taylor to Augustin and little Cleo, bringing everything renewed. And if you look closely, you'll start to see signs, that same spark of his energy, just now splitting four lines. The legacy not written, just live loud and fast, like a jet boat on Loon River, tearing through our past. You either love him dearly or you don't, neither are wrong. But no one walks away unchanged after crossing paths with our John. He's part desert sun and part LaCroix air. He's a long way from ordinary, just about anywhere. He's like a story half true, with no drink he won't share. That's life at full volume with our dearest John Blair. And through all the miles, the stories, the spin, the losses, the wins, and the chaos within, he built something bigger than titles or pay. He built a massive wake that time won't ever fade away. So here's to 80 years of stories of fire and fight, of deserts, of lakes and highways stretching deep into the night, of family, of flaws, of laughter, and of doing it his way, of building something lasting that no one can take away. From Borrego to San Diego, from Blair's Bar to Sandy Beach, from banker to builder to legend, and with much more still in reach. Because if life leaves a mark, if it carves out a line, his is not neat or controlled, it's been quite undefined. It's loud and it's fast and it cuts through each bend. Oh my God, an epiphany! Yes, an epiphany! John Blair's been a rocket ship, and not soon will that end. To you, to John, to Dad, to Grandpa, 80 years from now, when our shorelines have surely changed, and new lives are lived and future names rearranged through grandkids, and there's one thing will remain: the trail that you carved will still run through their veins. They'll still feel the wake of the life you lived large. Yours is a presence with purpose, and we'll stay in charge. Because a life lived this big doesn't quietly fade. It etches itself in the paths that we've made, in stories retold, in our risks, large and small. There's more than a little bit of John in us all. When you've lived this big, since you don't play it small, you won't fade away. You've left and no doubt you're gonna go back for more. We love you, we love you, we love you, we love you, we love you. We love you. We love you.
And happy birthday